and welcome back. This is Patty Bennett. I'm so excited that you're with me for another blendability tutorial. I've been having a lot of fun playing with these new markers from Stampin' Up! And just discovering what works for me and trying different things. And I had a lot of fun coloring this really cute image. This is called A Little Smile. Comes in this adorable little box and it's available in wood mount. This is the stamp. It's too cute. These little hedgehogs are so fun. And I thought I would just give you a couple of tips about coloring in this image, both for the banner and for the hedgehogs. So I wanted to show you first on the banner. I really tried to get it to look like it was curved and like it had a little bit of sunshine hitting the top of it there. So I just thought I'd show you the way I did that. And that was to use one of the pumpkin pie markers and then the 3 Daffodil Delight markers. They come in sets of 3, so this was in a set and then this was out of the pumpkin pie set. The first thing I did was I used the smaller tip out of the pumpkin pie and I just put some color at the edge like that, and then I went with the darkest of the daffodil markers and I used the smaller tip. You could do the smaller or the big tip, really doesn't matter. And I went over the orange and then I kind of pulled and brought some color in. And then with the medium one, starting on top of the orange and the medium and the darker one, sorry, just kind of pulled that in. I'm kind of going at a slant here because I want the top of it to remain lighter and the bottom to be a little bit darker. And then I kind of pulled some of the color in this way. Then with the lightest one and the brush tip, I just started, actually I turned it upside down because that's more natural for my hand to curve this way. And so all I did was I started at the edge and the bottom and just went back and forth, starting to blend that color. And as I got towards the top of the banner, I just gave it that one swipe so that it would remain lighter up at the top. And the colors just start to blend and you can see how it looks kind of 3D and it looks pretty good, I think, for my first time trying this sort of thing. And I thought, wow, this isn't so bad. I really like this. And you can see as the color sits for a couple days, it just sort of softens and blends and you won't see quite as much of a definition of the actual 3 or 4 colors. It really does blend. So that's actually a good tip. If you're working on something like this and you're thinking, wow, that just doesn't look like what I saw online or what I was thinking of, give it a couple hours or even a day and come back and look at it and you're going to notice that these colors just sort of blend and soften. And I am working on Stampin' Up! Whisper White, and these are stamped in the Memento Black ink pad, just in case you missed any of the previous videos with that info. And then for the hedgehogs, just thought I'd show you something that worked for me. I used the set of 6 skin tone markers. They're shown right up here. And what I did was made myself just a little cheat sheet and wrote down the 6 names and did a little scribble of each one, because just by looking at the caps, I wasn't completely sure which one was actually going to be the lightest. It was a little hard for me to tell. They're not always exactly, you know, what you think. So I started with the lightest color, which to my eye was the ivory. So I'm going to grab the ivory, and it's this one, and you can, I don't know if it comes on camera, but it doesn't actually look like the lightest cap, but it's kind of the lightest color to me. And I just took the broad tip and I made some brush strokes like this towards the center. My goal was to be able to have kind of the center of his tummy, or her, I guess it could be a her, to be actually white. And you can see where I have left some actual white paper there. And then I went to the next darkest, which was nude, and over the same area, I did the same thing, but ending just a little bit short of where the first color was so that I could try to still have some of that white area. Then I went to the next one, which was natural, and added some more. And kind of did the feet and the hands as well. And then on the quills, I went with, this one is called Bronze, and I just used the fine tip and sort of did some little squiggling there on the quills to darken those up a bit. And then I just came back with the lightest one, which was the ivory, and the broad tip, and just sort of swirled over again and just blended. And then I don't know if it's a he or a she, but regardless, she's going to get some cheeks. So I just put some of the blush on the cheek, and I thought that was really kind of cute. And it, just as I've said before, as that kind of softens and blends, that will give you that shading where it leaves it kind of light in the center. And then don't forget about the lifter marker. If you need to get some color back off of there, you can always come in with the lifter and just sort of use it to actually kind of blend away some color, if that makes sense. But that's basically what it does. It's not an eraser, but it sort of lifts away some of the color. And then again, as that dries, you're going to see that lighter part on the tummy. The last tip I wanted to give you was to do the blue sky, and you've probably seen this technique a million times, but I just used Post-it notes to mask off everything once it was all colored. And I did it on all three sides, which you don't need to see me do, but the three sides. And then I used a Stampin' Sponge with Coastal Cabana ink, and I just sponged in this direction on all three sides, and it just gave me that really nice soft sky look there. I did take the blush marker with the large brush tip, and I just scribbled over the word feeling because I wanted that to stand out a little bit. I got a feeling you could use a little smile. I thought that was kind of cute just to highlight that. And then I did just come in, and after this was totally all dry, I think I actually waited a day, I added the red on the word smile because I just wasn't sure if that would start blending if I did that too soon while the yellow ink was wet. But I didn't want to take a chance. I guess I could do a little test, but that was, I just waited about a day before I added that. So anyway, hope this gave you a smile. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I'll see you on the next one.